Hey guys, today we are going to discuss lifecycle events in ASP.NET. So there are basically three levels of events in a particular web application. That is application level events, second is page level events, and third is control level events. Application level events are those events which happens or which fires uh, throughout the whole website or whole applications. Like we say, it's application start, application end, and these will be executed for the whole application or the first time when the website is being loaded in IIS server. And while the session start and session end will be user specific, they will not specifically for any web page or any control. They will happen, or they will control the whole application, the whole website at once. In this particular video tutorial, I'm going to discuss application level events only, and page level and control level events will be explained in later videos. So uh, if we will talk about application level videos, then all the application levels and session level events, they occur in global.asax file. So this global.asax file is basically responsible for defining or declaring all the application level events, like application start, application end, application error, session start, session end. These basic five events are one of the important methods or important events that we have to define in global.asax file. So if we talk about application underscore start, this particular method will be called whenever the application will at first start, means the startup of the applications. Whenever you launched the website in the IIS or any other server and it started the first time, at that time application start will be called. And then the same application end will be called at a time when you will shut down your application. And application error is whenever you will have any unhandled error or any kind of error that you are not handling through exception handling mechanisms and all other things. Session underscore start and session underscore end is user specific or browser specific events. Whenever a new request from any specific user or from any specific browser is coming to the server, then these methods will be called. If cookies are not enabled, then every request will be treated as a new session in that case. So these are the specific methods. Let me discuss how application start and session start works. So here's an example of this one. We have this method application start, and what we are doing is we have taken two variables, application hit count and application user count. This hit count is for whenever we have an initial request to the server, and this user count is for every new request from a user or from a different browser. So in application level, it will increase the hit count by 1, and whenever the session will start, whenever a new session is going to be started, a new request is coming to the server, then application user count will be incremented by 1. Okay, so in the default page load event, what we are doing, we are just printing the hit counts of application and user count of that one. So we are checking that how many users, how many new sessions is going to be generated in that specific web application. So when we are running this, so what we are seeing that the first time, this is the specific URL here, the number of application instances is 1 and number of user instances is 1 also, because this is the first time when any users or any browser is sending request to that specific server. Okay, what I'm doing is I have just just opened a new tab here, and I copied the previous URL and pasted it here. Again, I'm seeing the number of user instances is 1 only. That's only because within the same browser the session ID is common. So if session ID is not going to be changed, then it will not be treated as a different session. Okay, so what we are doing is now we have changed the web browser. That was Mozilla Firefox. This one is Chrome. So in Chrome, I have pasted the URL, and now see what happens. Application instances is still 1 while the user instance becomes 2. So this is what the difference is. Now we have two user instances. We have two different session IDs generated. And because session IDs are 2 there, so number of user instances is 2. Same, we have copied the same URL and pasted in Internet Explorer. And now again, the user instances is 3. So every time whenever a new session ID is generated, a new request is coming. It could be from different machine. It could be from different browser. Then in that case, a new session ID will be generated and it will be treated. It will be thanked by the server that a new user is sending a request, and that will be tracked. Same in session, in session stop method, what we can do is we can just decrement this value by one, and by this way we can track how many number of users, how many number of user instances are there in any specific web server. So this particular topic was basically to tell you about the different application level events that occurs in a particular web application, and in later videos we will discuss how page level events occurred and how they work, and then the same for control level events for text boxes, buttons, and all other different events. So till then, like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much.